Hey, Jen Vazquez here. If you have been stuck using the same Canva image as everyone else or avoiding showing your face in your content, this video is for you. Today, I am breaking down why brand photography is a total game changer for your marketing and how to make it work for you, even if you hate being on camera. So let's go to step one. Let's be honest, stock photos are not cutting it. Your business is not a cookie cutter type business. It is uniquely yours. So why should your content be generic? Everyone is using the same 5 free Canva images. You know those ones. I know you do. They're the ones that you look at and you think, God, everyone's using that same photo. Also, brand photos help you stand out and build trust. There is a sort of implied trust when your face is on something. And also on a personal note, I started in photography. So I've seen firsthand how powerful visuals can be for connection and for growth. Many of my clients tell me that after we plan a brand shoot, because we do all the things, right? I find out all about their business. We actually plan for the shoot to decide which type of props and which type of clothing and which type of poses that they should use to help them convert their marketing into paid clients. And number two, what is brand photography anyway? It's not just headshots, right? It's not your LinkedIn photo as an example. You want to think about behind the scenes of you working. So I photographed a makeup artist, and part of the photos that we captured for her was her actually working on clients. It's so important to let them see what you're doing. And in marketing, an image tells 1,000 stories, right? Showing you in action helps them to understand what working with you is going to be like. Some other ideas are, on your laptop, holding a coffee or a tea or a champagne glass, right? Whatever your brand is about, you want to consider those props that help you to tell your story. And if you are a coach that's like coaching people online, some of those types of photos could be you with the laptop in front of you talking to the camera, right? That insinuates that you're doing online coaching. You also want to show off your tools of the trade. For instance, when I worked with a lash extension artist, we had some photos where we had kind of graphic words printed out on the floor, and in between, we had her tools of the trade, the little tweezers that hold the lashes, some lashes, all those types of things. Showing off your tools of the trade helps a ton. And you can do that through flat lays, or you can also do that flat lays, meaning like you lay all the products down and you take a picture from overhead. That's a flat lay. But you can also do it like when I photographed the makeup artist. I photographed her doing makeup, and then I zoomed in and photographed her hand on the brush going on the client's face. Those are like detail shots. So detail shots are really important also, and they really help a ton when you are wanting to show up on social media. It's your personality, it's your brain colors and your vibe. All of those need to be wrapped up in your image library, creating a custom gallery of all the images that are you and for your business. And as a bonus, it really helps when you create a consistent look across all platforms. You don't, for example, want sort of dark and moody photos and then light and airy photos and then true to color photos. You definitely want to make sure that you're using photos all across all of your socials and all of your marketing and blogs and etc., and that they have the same type of look. Number three, how it helps you market smarter, not harder. Because let's be honest, that's the bottom line. That's what we want to accomplish, right? We're not taking photos because we want to have photos of ourselves necessarily when it comes to being in business. We need those photos and videos to be able to help tell a story in your marketing, and your face is part of your brand. It instantly helps to build trust. People connect with faces far more than captions, but the captions confirm what the face is saying, if that makes sense. So first you want to build a content bank, right? For your Pinterest, for Instagram, blogs, emails, you name it, but you want to create this gallery of images that you can pull for a blog post, or you can pull to make Pinterest pins, as an example. So your caption and your face all go together to build that know, like, and trust. Also, it saves time. You're not scrambling on Unsplash or Canva to try to find a photo that fits for what you're talking about, because our photos are the things that help anchor our blog post on Google and tell the story of what we're talking about, right? And so you want to make sure that the images that you have are on brand, that have the same sort of look and feel. And that is really, really hard sometimes when you write a blog and then you spend an hour searching on all of the stock photo places to try to find a photo that fits. You really want to let your content stack, not stress you out. Number 4, what to include in a brand shoot. This is really important. Some of my clients, their child or their family is really a big part of their brand. And in that case, you want to bring your family to a brand shoot. Work with your photographer, though, to be able to have the shoot with you. And then at the end of your shoot, have them come in to do all of those photos. That would be really helpful and sort of less stressful for you in a brand shoot. So when you're talking about what to include in a brand shoot, you definitely want to think about storytelling. Storytelling is hugely important in marketing, and photos can help you do that. So things like you working on your laptop, working on your cell phone, reading a book, drinking like a beverage, like I told you, right? Planning or journaling, as an example, laughing, walking, creating what you do. I had a food coach, and so she helps her clients learn to eat healthfully and to like do substitutes to help them to eat better. And so when we did her brand shoot, you can bet that I, of course, had her making a salad or cutting up fruit. Like all of those things help tell the story of who she is and what she does and how she can help you. You definitely want to make sure that you're bringing 2 to 3 to 4, 5, 6 outfits, depending on the length of your shoot. You want to make sure that you're bringing that many outfits because you want your brand shoot to last for a while. And in order for it to last a long time and sort of be worth that investment, you want a variety of clothing in it so that the photos are all switched up. You definitely want to consider bringing your tools of your trade or props that have to do with your business and something that you love, coffee, crystals, cookies, like whatever fits your vibe, right? And yes, plan with Pinterest in mind, meaning making sure that you're getting the landscape photos as well as the portrait or vertical orientation type photos, because you want a variety of photos that you can use to update your website or for your blog, like I said, or for social media and Pinterest, right? Number 5, if you can't book a pro shoot yet, start here. Use your cell phone with natural light. So you want to make sure light is the most important. And then in the background, you want it to be very, not plain, but clean, if that makes sense. Like, this is a little junky. I need to like clean this up just a little bit, right? So make sure that you have sort of an organized and clean aesthetic in the background, but that you are closest to light. That means to be closer to a window that's letting in light. And you really want to batch this mini session at home. So maybe you have one outfit and you do several photos and then change your clothes and then do several more photos with a different prop, that kind of thing. You can also ask your friend to snap some photos while you're working. And one of my favorite things to do, and it helps me for reels on Instagram, is to set up my tripod as I'm working or talking to the screen, talking to either my students or maybe a consultation call. Getting video of that is amazing. You can put some text over it and then a caption, and that could be a reel for you. It's simple, simple, simple. You're already doing the work. You might as well document it while you can. You can also create a Pinterest inspo board. It's what I do with my clients, what most brand photographers do with their clients, not for us to capture those exactly, but to say, okay, this is the aesthetic I want in terms of the background, or this is the aesthetic I want in terms of colors. Or maybe it's the pose. I really love this pose. Can we capture that, right? Photographers are going to capture it in our own way. We're not going to copy like what's on Pinterest, but we can use that as inspiration to build what you're doing. And if you cannot afford to work with a brand photography yet, there's two things. One, you can start a Pinterest board now and you can dream for the day when you can do that. And number two, a lot of brand photographers like myself do a form of mini sessions. So it's a quick way to dip your toe into brand photos that is super affordable. In fact, if you're in the Bay Area, I would love for you to check out my social sessions, and I'll put the link below because we're gearing up for another one coming up this year. And it is a great way to, like I said, dip your toe in, but you're still getting brand photos from a professional and a decreased price because we're doing everyone back to back. Bottom line, brand photography is visual storytelling, and it will actually help you to get booked. And in this content heavy world, it is the shortcut to real connections. It helps for you to show up, stay consistent, and it saves you so much time in your marketing workflow. Whether you're building a Pinterest strategy, planning a launch, refreshing your website, the right photos can really make everything just easier. If you're ready to upgrade your visuals, check that link down below, and I do travel. Have a great day. I'll see you next week.